How's it going, guys? My name's Rowdy, and today it's time for some good news. I know you guys have been waiting. Yes, yes, good news! So in this episode, I have 4 articles pulled up, 4 I find kind of impactful. They're all from the last month or two. It's just good news. First one I got right off the bat is a article. These are all 4 of these articles are from the Good News Network. It is an article titled "Invasive murder hornets are wiped out in the US using transmitters that led back to their nests." Now, if you guys don't remember anything about the murder hornets, they kind of like they they really became a thing in like 2019 and 2020 when they were just fucking they came and destroyed colonies and just killed and ravaged really colonies of honeybees. And you need honeybees in your goddamn ecosystem. You know, it just one little thing in an ecosystem that's off, the whole thing's ruined. Honeybees in nature really just they pollinate flowers and they keep the cycle of plants going. It's just you need them, right? So if something's coming and killing them, there's a problem. Now, these hornets came down and it was literally like right about the time COVID started, so it was like another nail in the coffin, right? But it in its article it explains how from diligence of people reporting sightings of them and researchers actually, like I said in the title, putting transmitters and trackers on them to lead them back to their nest so that the nest can be destroyed. Little fun fact about these murder hornets is their venom is 7 times more powerful. Little Little fun fact about these murder hornets is their venom is 7 times more powerful than a fucking honeybee's. So how are they supposed to fight them? They actually got the name murder hornets from a China report where they had killed 42 people in a year. I don't like murder hornets. I'm sure you don't like murder hornets. I don't like murder hornets. I'm sure you don't like murder hornets. So let's talk about another issue. This other issue I'm talking about is microplastics. If you guys don't know anything about microplastics, is this incredibly severe problem that no one is talking about. When you burn these plastics, when these plastics break down, they get into the air, you breathe in the microplastics, and every animal in an ecosystem breathes them in, especially in the water. They break down in the water, the fish breathe them in. I mean, you've seen the videos of people cleaning up beaches, cleaning up the water, just picking up trash so that these animals and these environments and ecosystems aren't destroyed by microplastics. Now, this article reads that a mixture of cotton and squid bone have been able to filter out 99.9% of microplastics. Cool thing about this is they are chemically combining cellulose from cotton and squid bone to scientifically filter out the microplastics from water in China. Now they have reported that it is 99.9% effective and can be reused. They have engineered this so that it can be reused and bought cheaply, so it can be produced everywhere to just get this terrible stuff out of the environment. But really, from my brief understanding of what they do, is they can contribute to cancer, any hormonal dysregularities, anything in your body that when you ingest plastic can affect. People think of microplastics as something so small that it doesn't matter, but in reality, every time you take a breath, you're breathing in microplastics. I'm not trying to scare you guys, but that is an actual thing. Hell, guys, I live near a dump. I don't know how bad that is for me or how bad that is for someone who lives even closer than I do to a dump. All this scary shit aside, it is awesome that scientists are finally starting to realize that they need to crack down on the microplastic situation before it becomes a real problem, and hopefully it is solved before it is too terrible on the environments we all live in. Next story I got is a Fisherman hooks woman caught in a riptide for a once-in-a-lifetime capture and rescue. So basically, there is a beach in South Africa where this woman was saved by a cod fisherman where she shouldn't have been swimming on this beach at all because it is literally known around there as a beach that you should never swim on and you should never surf on. She was swimming and the tide carried her out and she was probably fixing on drowning, but luckily the cod fisherman saw her, waited out till where he was comfortable without himself getting ripped away, and casted his fishing pole at her enough times that he eventually actually snagged her jeans and reeled this woman in. Now, I know that's kind of funny and that's kind of sad at the same time. It's also, in my opinion, awesome that he was able to save a woman's life while he was fishing. So, this next story is something that I find awesome, but I find everything that involves any sort of fossils awesome. This story comes from New York on December 19th of last year. And pretty muchly, this homeowner actually had some work done on their house, and the yard workers found a mastodon fossil. It ended up being a full jaw and like teeth of this mastodon, along with a toe bone, I believe, and a rib bone. Now, if you guys don't know, a mastodon is pretty much like a woolly mammoth. It's not quite the same, but it's a mixture between a mammoth and an elephant. Let me pull up a picture for you guys. So this one right here is a picture of a mastodon, which you can see is a literal mixture between a woolly mammoth and an elephant. It's an elephant with hair, right? It's really cool to me because I believe these actually became extinct like 11,000 years ago, which is just cool to me because I like everything to do with fossils. Now, this discovery should help New York scientists figure out more about the inhabitants and just what life was like in the before and during the Ice Age that took over the planet. With all that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope you're excited about more good news than bad news. And I'll see you in the next one.